In this video, I'll show you how to create a nutrient recipe by GrowDose using two different sets of fertilizers. By the end, you'll be able to compare the results and see which fertilizer set gives you a more efficient and cost-effective solution for your crop needs. First, we'll enter our desired target values for each macronutrient, one at a time. For this example, I'm using the target concentrations reported in a research study on tomato production in the Netherlands. To reach these target concentrations, I'll start with a set of fertilizers from a Dutch supplier. I've selected 3 fertilizers, and I'll enter their chemical compositions as listed on the labels. For the third fertilizer, I'll need to adjust my calculations because the composition on the label isn't given in elemental phosphorus and potassium. Instead, I'm using the conversion factors shown here in orange. Finally, I'll enter the amount of nutrient solution I want to prepare, in this case 200 liters, and click the Calculate Recipe button. GrowDose then calculates the exact mass of each fertilizer to dissolve in order to get as close as possible to the target concentrations. As you can see, the target and actual concentrations don't match perfectly, which is reflected in the error metric RMSE. Now let's go back and calculate the recipe using a different set of fertilizers. This time, I'm selecting 5 fertilizers from Yara's portfolio. I'll enter their compositions exactly as listed on the labels, just like we did earlier with our previous set of 3 fertilizers. Again, for 200 liters, I'll click Calculate Recipe and check the results. GrowDose generates the recipe and shows that the 5th selected fertilizer was actually redundant. We can now compare this recipe with the one we calculated earlier. In this case, the total amount of fertilizer used is about 14% higher, but we're getting much closer to our target concentrations. At the end of the day, your choice of fertilizers determines how close you can get to your desired targets with the minimum amount of product, and GrowDose optimizes the results based on the set you select.